Welcome to yet another episode of the Steel Trenches. This is Danish Elias. Let's pause for a moment and confront an irony that is both staggering and sobering. The West today finds itself at the mercy of China for rare earths and permanent magnets, without which modern life and modern warfare simply cannot function. And yet, these technologies were not born in China. They were invented in the laboratories of General Motors. They were refined by Japanese scientists in the 1980s. They were Western ideas, Western breakthroughs, Western industrial triumphs. So what went wrong? The answer is uncomfortable because it does not involve espionage, coercion, or theft. It involves choice. As environmental regulations tightened in Europe and the United States, rare earth processing, which was chemically intensive, polluting, politically inconvenient, became something the West no longer wished to tolerate at home. So it simply outsourced the mess. The plants went, the expertise went, and patience. China stepped into the vacuum, not with haste, but with long-term strategy. It accepted environmental damage in exchange for industrial mastery. It integrated mining, processing, refining, and magnet production into a single seamless chain. While Western democracies thought in election cycles and quarterly earnings, China thought in decades. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, dominance became dependency. Here is the key point, and it bears repeating. Rare earths are not rare. What is rare is the ability to process them. And by surrendering that capability, the West didn't just lose factories, it lost engineers, operators, tacit knowledge, the very muscle memory of industry. What replaced it was a comforting illusion that markets would always deliver, that supply chains were neutral, they were agnostic, and geopolitics had ended. They hadn't. Once China controlled the choke points, weaponization was inevitable. Export bans, threats, uncertainty. It became leverage. This was not aggression, it was arithmetic. Now, as Europe looks to Kiruna in Sweden and the United States to Mountain Pass, there is talk of reshoring, resilience, and strategic autonomy. But let us be clear, you cannot simply rebuild what you deliberately dismantled. It takes time, it takes money, and it takes political courage to accept that strategic industries are not always clean, cheap, or popular. The deepest irony of all is this. The West didn't lose the future. It sold it. It sold its heirlooms, believing it could always buy them back. From the steel trenches, this is the real lesson of rare earths. Not about China's rise, but about Western world's retreat. And the price of that retreat is now becoming clear. Thank you for joining this episode. From the Steel Trenches, this is Danish Elias. Do post your comments and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.